104.7 The Cave plays pure classic rock.
104.7 The Cave. Mike the intern, Lisa Lampanelli going to be in town at the Galois Theater tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. On the phone with me now. Lisa, good morning. How are you?
How are you? I haven't been in Springfield in, ever, I think. So
It's been a few years.
Exciting. It has been, and there is absolutely no reason to come back except money, so thank you.
It's funny, my girlfriend and her aunt went and saw you the last time you were in town and said you just slayed it. They were huge fans of yours, and you always come to the table with some amazing stand-up. It's incredible to see.
Well, thank you. I'm excited because when people haven't seen me in a few years, it makes them realize that they've been missing genius and beauty in their life. So come on out. Everybody's going to have a good time, and they're going to want to bang me, too, because I'm super hot now.
That is true. You are looking amazing, and I was doing some research on this. You're actually training for some marathons right now?
Yes, I am. What happened was I got the gastric sleeve surgery in 4 years ago. That's the surgery where they cut out most of your stomach so you can't eat like you have 9 rectums. So I did the surgery. I kept the weight off, and I figured a good way to keep it off is to not only eat well, but I also run now. And I was used to running, because I dated the blacks, and you got to run away a lot. So now it's a natural thing. I run all the time.
That's awesome. Your stand-up style, it reminds me, I'm a musician myself, and I always identify the sound of musicians. Like, Jimmy Page has got a guitar sound. Brian May from Queen's got a guitar sound. You as a comic have your own style so much so that it's unmistakably you. How did you develop that?
Well, you know what? I learned how to do comedy from guys. I never did comedy like a woman. A lot of women in the old days used to tell stories and talk about their period and shopping and only stuff that women would care about. So I said, let me look to the men to see how to do comedy. And it was more fast-paced and, really a good, every 6 seconds, a good laugh. So I really learned from guys, and then I sprinkle in my sparkling feminine personality and charm, and it all seemed to be a weird amalgam of just me.
That's awesome. And, it's so funny because you can tell, especially when you're interacting with other guys, especially, how intimidating to men, because you're such a strong, spirited woman, and I think some guys are just super intimidated by that.
Yeah, I kind of love it because then you know who the real men are, so you know who to avoid in a dating situation. I always am like, if a guy can't take it like a man, then he doesn't deserve to get it from me.
So you're speaking of male comedians. Who were some of the comedians that inspired you in your career?
Well, I was lucky enough to grow up years ago when they had those Dean Martin celebrity roasts. Do you remember those?
Yeah, I do.
You're not old enough. And that's what my parents and I would watch on TV. And I'd be like, this is fascinating. Like, this is stuff that I would like to recreate on stage. It just seems so like they were having a good time, like they were all friends. So that's where I learned sort of that roast style, and that sort of lasted till now.
So years back, you were on Celebrity Apprentice. I have to go here because, Donald Trump is just going crazy. You finished in the top 4, which is a very hard thing to do considering how tough they make it for you on that show. What are your feelings on what's going on with him right now?
Well, I love Trump as a human being because I got along with him very well on the show. As you know, like you said, I lasted till the top 4. He treated me well, but there's 2 things that bug me about him. First of all, the stuff he said about the Mexicans a few months back really annoyed me because I'm like, wow, great, now the guy's stealing my act. It just doesn't seem fair to me. Also, I'm a little angry right now that he didn't make me his vice presidential running mate yet, because I think we could be a very winning ticket. Here's what happens. Trump wins, I'm vice president. Someone's going to definitely try to assassinate Trump. And then guess who's in charge? Lisa Lampanelli. Can you think of a better president than me? Don't even answer, because I know the answer is absolutely not. You're the best, Lisa.
That is what actually was going to be my next question, that if he was, since you did finish in the top 4, if he was elected, he should get you on that cabinet. And what kind of cabinet job would you want? Like what office? Secretary of Defense? Secretary of State?
Obvious. I like interior just because it sounds dirty.
That's awesome. Well, Lisa, I won't take up any more of your time. You can get tickets on our website. Just click concerts. It's at 1047thecave.com. Lisa Lampanelli, Galois Theater tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Do not miss out. She is hilarious. Lisa, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you. You're the best,
104.7 The Cave plays pure classic rock.